everybody, and welcome to Josiah is Right. So you can see here Penny is wearing something we got at DesignerCon. So we're going to just take a look at DesignerCon here in Anaheim. 10 minutes from our house. It was awesome. So check it out. So here we are approaching at the Anaheim Convention Center. Now, a big reason we went is because we live 10 minutes from this convention center. So it was really cool because we have Disneyland passes. We go all the time. I used to post a lot of Disneyland videos here. Now I created a Penny Rides channel for that. But we were able to park like we were going to Disneyland and the Toy Story parking lot and just walk right over. So it was really cool, really easy, and convenient. So we didn't know about it until this week. I knew about the convention. I really liked DesignerCon, but I didn't know that it was in Anaheim, which is really, really helpful with the little one because like I said, you can drive 10 minutes, whereas when we're going to LA or Pasadena, where it used to be, that's an hour, 2-hour drive depending on traffic. So here you can see Yeti and Friends. We actually have one of those guys. We didn't buy it at the convention. We actually bought it a couple years ago at Fan Alley, and here we see some of the same stuff different stuff by the same creator. And just kind of getting a feel for the floor. It's so much bigger than when I went before. When I went before, like I said, it was in Pasadena at the Expo Center there, whatever it is. It's a pretty small place, and even there, I was talking to some friends that I saw here. They had expanded there, and it still wasn't big enough, so this allowed them to have a lot more space. And it's nice too because there's people. It's a busy convention, but it's not that busy, not overcrowded. You can see in a bit we were able to let Penny just walk, and we couldn't possibly do that at Comic-Con or even like WonderCon or something. Comic-Con, it's just an impossibility. You can't walk as an adult, let alone let a little kid walk around. But here you can see some stuff we actually bought from this date. We bought some stuff from them. It was a Hello Kitty. You can see the transaction being completed there. And the pillows here, we actually have from Pillow Fight a Magneto pillow, the Thanos pillow I really like. But we have a Magneto pillow we got at LA Comic-Con when it was still Kamikaze. And you can see her perking out to say hi. And just, you can get a sense of the floor. It's much more like a smaller Comic-Con than it used to be. And I don't mind that. It's less about the vinyl designer toys. And here, of course, is Penny getting her milk. We thought maybe she'll take milk and take a nap, and then we could just walk around with her napping. But as you'll see, things didn't go that way, and she was ready to just party. And this is that sort of midpoint of the Anaheim Convention Center. It's kind of split up a little funky. And then here you can see Penny still in the stroller. These are our friends at Maiden Voyage Clothing. It's cool. We saw a lot of people we knew. Maiden Voyage, I've known them for years. You'll see them at a lot of shows here in Southern California. They do other shows as well, but it's really cool when they do outdoor shows. They're friends of ours. We actually would leave our dog with them, and they kind of dog sit for us because he's big and he's lazy, and we could just leave him with them, and we could go walk around. We joked about leaving Penny with them, but we took her with us because she would just not stay still long enough. So there you can see her now out of the stroller and enjoying the program book. She really liked that program book. And she had a lot of fun at this convention, a ton of fun. I mean, as much fun as Judy and I had. Of course, she's got to get water, as you can see there. You can see here, she just was interacting with things, looking at things, making it more fun for myself and Judy. Here, these are really great sculpts, by the way. These are just awesome. I like these things. We didn't buy any, but she did get a free dinosaur sticker. So she was given a dinosaur sticker, and Penny does like dinosaurs. So it was really cool. And that's the great thing about this show is a lot of the customs, things like that. Another friend, so this is Daisuke and his work. So a lot of people from the Hive Gallery in LA. I used to be a part of that community artistically, and I used to run film events there, and I used to sell my own collage art there. We saw a lot of people from the Hive. I knew a couple of them would be there, but there was a lot more than I thought. It was really cool to see a lot of old friends that I haven't seen in a little while, basically since Penny's been born, such as Jay Salvador here in Super Emo Friends. He is another person from the Hive that I know, and so it's just cool to see his setup. In a second here, you'll see the really cool thing. So I didn't even actually say hi or anything, just because Penny was then playing and trying to steal the It balloon from the pinata here, the Pennywise balloon, which is pretty perfect. You have Pennywise versus Penny, and I think Pennywise won because Penny was not able to get the balloon free, but she tried. We had to kind of basically drag her away. She couldn't figure it out at first. She figured out pretty quickly that there was a string on it. It was cool because she determined what the source was right there. You can see. And Judy's gonna kind of come and say, no, you can't take that off, but she knew exactly, okay, let's just take this thing, no one's gonna say anything. She could have got away with it too, but it was just cool to see her
zero in on the balloon as a kid tends to do. But again, back to the convention, getting distracted by my own daughter. Oh, another friend, Ave Rose, who was on the show Steampunked. I know her from the Hive as well. She's honestly one of my favorite people from the Hive. She's really supported us in a lot of the graphation stuff I did back in the day and a lot of the events we did. And the cool thing is the art she makes, it just all comes to life, which is just spectacular when you see it like all kind of at once when she was turning things on for Penny. So some of it was manually cranked, some of it, she had the power up, and it was just really cool to see Penny just interacting with all these different kinds of art here as we get like this mushmouth looking guy. I don't even know what these guys are, but again, you kind of see this the DesignerCon aesthetic kind of blending with the Comic-Con aesthetic. This is what I love. These customs, they're just great. I wish I would have spent a little bit more time kind of digging through and see if there's anything. These felt ones are amazing. So these are all felt customs of, these ones are Masters of the Universe and a few other things mixed in there. But they're just gorgeous. There's so much. I didn't even get that much video of the customs. I mainly tried to make sure I got video of my friends. Basically, when you see me pan up to the signs, that's because I wanted to make sure I got. Here's another friend, Randy Kono, and the Harshmallows, friend from the Hive. And again, it was cool to see him and his work. We bought one of those. Maybe I'll do a show on the collectibles we got if I have time over this next week or so. But we bought, at the beginning there, you can see Christmas ornaments, and so we had Penny pick one out for us. So we have a Harshmallows Christmas ornament. And the new thing he did there were those stumps, which were awesome. You can see, actually, that's what I was paying. Here are some cool custom Legos, the Stark Tower. You can't really see inside there, but each floor has something going on. So whoever did these customs, I didn't talk to the guy, but inside these things, there's just as much detail going on as the detail you see outside. So a lot of fun. This Wakanda one at the end is really great. I feel like there was more custom Legos before, and here we are, the Hive. This is the Hive booth representing like sort of the gathering. If you see here, I'm kind of weirdly walking away, and it's very shaky camera. It's because that little girl was trying to go look at something. You can see Fruit, Oogie Boogie Man. She likes a lot of things like that. I like these sort of action figure displays. I think something like this would pair with my own art. I do collages, which I've never really shared here. Actually, probably going to share something about that next week, but this is just, I thought these were cool ideas and kind of like sort of getting inspired to figure out ways I can sort of do shadow boxes to display action figures with my own art. These were kind of like more like just sort of printed backgrounds. It was a cool idea, but more simple, something like that. And here was Ugly Dolls. Penny has some Ugly Dolls, which she likes, but she was not cool with, I think that's Wage, if I remember correctly. Judy, who might be listening to me in the other room, could let me know if it's Wage. It's the green one. So there's Penny, and she, once she was out of the stroller, man, she was just tearing it up all over the place. And this is kind of the far side of the convention, so we kind of came in towards the opposite end. We started, where we started, obviously, and that side was a little bit more sort of packed in and crowded, and this side was very spread out. There's the Jurassic Park stuff you'll see here, the Funko stuff you'll see in a bit, and kind of things like this, where this part of the convention felt like it was from another convention. And it's cool and it's fun, but in a weird way, it just kind of didn't fit in. It felt much more like Comic-Con proper or something like that, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but DesignerCon, like, I love to see, there's the toy companies that are decently big, NECA, I don't think they were there, Kid Robot was there, Super 7, which I don't think I got any footage of, but I certainly bought from them. There was 2 exclusives that they had that I really wanted. But like this from Funko, this is it was cool and different because it was like the cereal that came with stuff. But it was just a big Funko booth, and Funko is just this big toy company now. And I don't dislike I don't like Funko, I'll say that. It's a complicated relationship because they kind of screwed me over before. But I don't have anything against them just in a general sense. I just don't really buy their stuff all that much, but they just dominated the floor because they dominated the convention because of the bags you would see everywhere. Oh, the bags were awesome, I'll say that. And here you can see some blown glass. I really like these pieces. They had it was just really cool to see. I'm just curious. I would love to that's something I would like to learn how to make. These signs were cool. Some of them lit up. I thought all of them did, so I was a little disappointed to learn they didn't, but the signs were just fun. They're big, just wooden signs that are just painted on there. Like, I really, really like that Toad one. of all of them. They're all pretty cool, but that toad one really jumped out. Just a lot of cartoon signs, you know, fun stuff like that. I think they're hand painted. This was my favorite thing there. We did buy one of these. We bought a Donkey Kong one. Forgive my shakiness. My camera is really oddly out of focus here, I just noticed, but this is the only shot I have of it. So you can see there's Mario Kart rather, and we bought actually a Donkey Kong one, which you'll see right there to your right, and maybe I'll do, like I said, my stuff we got. Here we had Penny's favorite thing, I think. There's the Jurassic Park Jeep, and she likes dinosaurs, and you can see she's pointing to that giant T-Rex over there. She was a little bit nervous because it's huge, but she was curious to see it. You'll see she's kind of dancing and waiting. It's cool to see her interact with those kind of things, these big displays. Like I said, I didn't feel, and I don't even understand why the Jurassic Park stuff was there. There were people that were working there that were kind of reacting to Penny being cute, but nobody explained what they were there for. I don't know if it's the Jurassic Park anniversary or something, but just in general, Jurassic Park doesn't feel like it fits at DesignerCon unless there's some kind of, like, you know, design thing, or I don't know, but I appreciate it because this T-Rex was awesome. It's huge. Like I said, I don't quite know why it was there, but it was just really, really impressive. I guess maybe it itself is the thing that was designed. I don't know, maybe I'm not smart enough to figure these things out. But anyway, Penny really liked it, and that's the whole point of me showing you this sort of elongated little clip here. And finally, this is the last little bit. You can see the Porg BB-8 combo and some really cool custom sort of Star Wars stuff, some other things. This was one of the last things we kind of saw on the way out. Penny was kind of over the convention, and we were on our way out, so I just kind of grabbed these last shots. The Porg, their little gangster Porg, and these were gorgeous. I love these of the Snaggletooth. Oh, great toys. So that was what we saw. It was a good time, and hopefully we'll be back next year, since it hopefully will be in our backyard once again. We'll see. I don't know where it'll be, but if it is, we'll definitely be there.
That was DesignerCon. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you had as much fun as we did. Penny clearly had a good time, and she's enjoying her hat, but now it's nap time for us all. Right, Penny? Time to take a nap? Bye, guys. Say bye. Nice, Penny. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, guys.